Very Dark Man has exposed him. Khan must ban him. NAFDAC must arrest him. What's going on? Very Dark Man has exposed this man. Yeah, so it's your boy VOB. I usually don't do this, but I feel like it's high time we get to know, we get to see in real time, we get to expose these guys for who they really are. So Very Dark Man is a popular socialite, he's a social commentator. He exposed Prophet Jeremiah Fufeyin, the general pastor of Divine Mercy. I don't really know the name of the church. This is how it started. Pastor Jeremiah Fufeyin uploaded a video, and in this video, this guy kneels down and he was praying to God. He literally was praying to God, asking God to give him keys that he will use to solve the problems of Nigerians, asking God to give him keys that he will use to solve the many problems that Nigerians go through: poverty, women looking for husbands, men looking for jobs, high crime rates. So he literally was kneeling down and he asked God to give him the keys. And guess what? No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Keys fell down.
I'm giving the key to Peter in order to now to deliver the children of God. But I need the same key of David to deliver the people that who are being locked down in different altars of darkness. Father, some are looking for children, some are looking for marriage, some are now they want to make it in life. In order to now.
Jeremiah, my humble servant, I have heard your cry. I have given you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. It is the master key.
I'm confused. Lord, I thank you for the grace you have now released unto me in order to set your people free.
So there was this testimony that happened in this church recently. Very Dark Man came out. Very Dark Man was like, you have holy water that can cure diseases, that can make the lame to walk, that can make the blind to see, that can make the deaf to hear. You have all these things, right? Okay. Do you have NAFDAC number for this thing? Because you are telling the Nigerian people and you are selling it to Nigerian people for huge sums of money, that if they take this, they'll be able to see their problems will disappear. Like, first of all, biologically, scientifically, it's not possible. And you're trying to tell people because you're a man of God, you got this so-called spiritual water that can solve problems of people. And Very Dark Man was like, okay, this water you are selling, do you have NAFDAC number for it? What you're doing is illegal. Do you have NAFDAC number for this? And this thing did not cure or heal anybody. You are just lying to people. So Very Dark Man uploaded a video saying that he would like this pastor to prove how this thing works. Very, very simple. You say it heals the sick, right? Makes the blind to see, it makes the lame to walk, whatever problems you have, it solves. I would like you to do a video explaining this, because this is clearly scam. Like, you're scamming Nigerians, you're selling this into Nigerians. And do you even have NAFDAC number? Because how would NAFDAC approve such a thing? Any regulatory agency that approves such a water that claims it heals problems, it solves issues, whatever, that regulatory agency should be banned, should be scrapped. That's nonsense. That's scam. Do you get? So after Very Dark Man did this, he came out again with another video saying that the pastor has instituted a lawsuit against him, claiming 1 billion naira in damages, and also asking that Very Dark Man should stop talking about him.
We have now sued you to the law court for you to come and tell the law court how that testimony was stage managed and who gave you the infantry to rebroadcast that very particular clip on your platform. Who gave you the right and who gave you the permission? You cannot go about on social media picking people's clip and putting it on your page to question it when you are not working with the Nigeria Film Censorship Commission or you are not working with the Nigeria Communication Commission. I did not know when you were appointed to be the one to oversee all the affairs of men of God. That's by the way.
This man decided to take Very Dark Man to court. But Very Dark Man has embarrassed him. Guess what Very Dark Man did? Very Dark Man ordered bottles of this miracle water from the man's church, brought it to Abuja, and took those bottles to the biggest disability home in Abuja to meet the so-called lame, the so-called deaf, the so-called blind, the so-called crippled. He went there to meet them. Watch this.
So I'm going to the disability community.
Disability community. Number one community in the whole of FCT.
The number one community in the whole of FCT.
Yes, where we have our first class emir.
Okay.
in disability, the whole of FCT.
Okay.
So we call this place Karimajiji.
Karimajiji.
All over, in fact, all over 36 states. When you come to FCT, you ask of disability community in the FCT. This is where they will bring you.
No problem.
And over here, we have approximately, as from last year, we were able to record about 1,500 persons with disability, all clusters.
Wait. So, Pastor Jeremiah, they have over 1,000, but I'm going there. I'll still show you. So you come very soon. I'll come and heal everybody. Now, Fufeyin, senior pastor. See another water again. Miracle from the pool of Bethesda altar. You understand? So Yakubu,
Yes, sir.
now you go first test time.
Okay.
You just
How can I put that in there? We can say pastor.
of the line.
So
Of
she
the
has
road
a
of Amma. You understand? This is the circle of so
If you're here, would you just be so sweet, so kind, so loving to please subscribe? It helps us with the algorithm. It helps the video to reach people that it's supposed to reach. Thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Subscribe, hit the share button, hit the like button, and comment what you think about this video. Thank you. Love you guys. The funny thing about this video is that in real time, Very Dark Man exposed what 95% of Nigerian pastors do. Yes, whether you like it or not, 95% of Nigerian pastors stage miracles. They stage them. They get people from troubled past, people that don't have a social profile, people that can't do any investigation on them, and they pay them and they do all these kind of miracles. Hey, don't look at me with that eye of he's not a Christian. No, I'm a Christian. I practice Christianity. I practice spirituality, but not religion. Religion has become the major tool these pastors have used to hold us back. And I'm very, very glad that Very Dark Man did this, because he has shone a light on what a lot of people know, but they've been afraid to come out with. So this man, his keys came down. And it's so funny because you see videos like this can only make sense or can only be believed by people in Nigeria or Africa, because it's a good equation for these pastors. When you combine endemic poverty, you combine low number of jobs, high unemployment, high level of sickness, a lot of suffering in the land, you combine that with low level of education. People are looking for a savior. People are looking for who will solve their problems. So if they see a man who claims to be God himself, they will believe. As far as the man can give them 10,000 naira, as far as the man can buy them a bag of rice. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy what's happening. What these people have turned Christianity into. I want to let you know something. You can find God for yourself. God is not far. If you're looking for God, you kneel down and you talk to God. God will come to you. Most of these men of God do exactly what every other person does. Most of them humanize. Most of them steal. Most of them kill. Most of them perform rituals. Drink. Most of them smoke. There's nothing these men don't do, but because of the common stage, they come on church, they come to their church and they talk so eloquently. They employ psychology to the highest. I keep telling people, I tell my friends, to be a successful pastor in Nigeria, you just have to be very good with psychology. And you will get it, you hit it. Because if I just stay here now in my house, or you just stay in a particular room and I start clapping, I start singing, trust me, in 2 days, you see people come. You start knocking. I heard it's like there's a church here. And that's it. That's how the church starts. So imagine you package yourself. You see people that just come out from school. On a normal day, these men would have been nothing. But they see that this is a stable market. The easiest way now to get a Bentley is by being a pastor in Nigeria. The easiest way to be a multi-millionaire is by being a pastor in Nigeria. I feel like it's high time regulatory bodies start looking into this. I see no reason why people like this should not be arrested. You are giving people water, telling them that they should use this water, and this water will cure their problems. NAFDAC can never give you a number for that. That's nonsense. Water is a colorless, odorless liquid. Water is not supposed to do anything other than to quench your thirst. So if you are selling other people and you are calling it water, NAFDAC cannot put their number to that. So tell me why this kind of water will be sold without a NAFDAC number, and people are buying it and NAFDAC is quiet about it. And if also NAFDAC gave this kind of water a NAFDAC number, then it now begs the question, what's going on in this country? What are we doing in this country? What's happening in this country? How do you explain all of this to the populace? How do you explain all of this? Now, how do you look at this kind of video? Imagine, how can you, with your intellect that God gave you, with all the senses God gave you, you see a man, he kneels down, he prays, keys fall down according to him, and he's telling you that these are the keys that he will use to solve the problem of the country. Like, it's funny and it's hilarious and it's crazy at the same time. And it's just because of how bad the Nigerian state is. If not, trust me, people like this have no business being rich. People like this have no business having a platform. They should be arrested. But because of these men have money, they work with the political class. They also work with the legal system, with the police. So if you try to talk against them, you are shut down. If you try to attack them, you are shut down. And the funny thing is that most of these pastors too, what they do is that most of them go spiritual. Most of them use native doctors. Most of them use occultic powers. And when you talk against them, or when they see that you are trying to roll your head to attack them, they attack you spiritually. And they tell their church members, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. God attacked him. Why should you talk against a man of God? And it's crazy. You see things like that and you just wonder. You can only just laugh. You can only just laugh. I'm very, very happy that Very Dark Man is using his platform for a very, very good thing. Because apart from the fact that he went and he tested this water in this disability house, this disability home, the biggest disability home in Abuja. He also bought bags of rice for them. He bought water for them. He gave them money. It's great. These are things that should be commendable. These are things that should be commendable. You see a population, huge people in a church, 95% of them are poor, broke, and hungry. So it begs the question, what's going on? What is this of the church? Is this what God intended the church to be? Is this what Jesus intended the church to be? No, people are using it now for selfish aims. Every church now, you see a poster of a church, and what do you see there? Now it's no longer Jesus now. You see the pastor and his wife. It's a family business, they die, they pass it to their child. It's a family business, they die, they pass it to their child. And you wonder. I see this man's videos on different blogs. He pays blogs a lot of money to post his videos, to post his pictures. And you ask yourself, this is what a businessman does. Okay, you took Very Dark Man to court. You want to silence him. Who does that? If you are a real man of God and someone doubts your power, someone doubts your source of power, someone doubts your work for God, then you do more works for God, right? You act more Christ-like, right? But no. You try to attack the person, you try to shut the person down, you try to criminalize the person, you try to use the legal system, try to use the police against the person, and later you come out and say you're a Christian. We're all deceiving ourselves in this country. And I will always say this. For Nigeria to move forward, the police, religious leaders, which include pastors and imams, and politicians. You see these three factors. As far as we have these three things in the Nigerian fair, this country is not moving forward. It's not a cause, but it's the reality. Because the three of them, the police, the politicians, and the religious leaders, they work together. Thank you, Very, Very Dark Man, for exposing this fact. I remember your boy VOB. Don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace out.